Acolytes. Devil May Cry Netflix show turned demons into Muslim migrants. Well, I don't see anything that proves that right now. I didn't inform myself about that. But it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. And I hope that, the last video that Phoenix Perection did that I watched was pretty good. So I think he's gonna do the same thing here. Well informed. But let's just see what he has to say about it. Because it's Netflix. What did you exactly expect? I wouldn't even be shocked if they just replaced Dante with a immigrant. Or immigrant that's not correctly said. Yeah, with a freaking darker skinned guy.
Another day, another video game adaptation being destroyed. We can't get any good adaptations of video games because the people who make the adaptations don't like the games, they don't play games, they don't have any respect for the source material, and sometimes they want to push their own political ideology. And that's exactly what's going on with this terrible, terrible Netflix Devil May Cry show. And this is worse than I could have ever imagined. Apparently, the demons in Devil May Cry are not actually evil, they're just Muslims looking to be an immigrant in America. No, I am not joking. It literally turned demons into a Muslim allegory. It just is.
Could you please show me proof of it? But I believe him, by the way, but still.
Unbelievable. And we're going to look at a bunch of tweets that go over a bunch of elements from the show. But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out on the YouTube algorithm. And here's a tweet right here that explains some of it. It says, they unironically made it about the evil Americans invading hell and killing the poor innocent demons, and Green Day starts playing. And I'm showing.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, acolytes, that's proof enough.
I'm showing a bunch of the images on the screen. As you can see, Americans invaded hell. It's just like the war on terror in the Middle East. They literally recreated that, but this time around, the demons are the Muslims, and the Muslims are just innocent demons in hell. And they're trying to escape from the evil Americans that are invaded and placing the flag in hell. This is where we're at now, guys. I don't know if this is unironically based. Are you trying to say that Muslims are demons? Or maybe you're trying to say that demons are just Muslims in disguise. That's the vibe I'm getting from looking at this right now. So, was that intentional to make the brown people the demons? Because the writer desperately wants to hate on the country that much that he unironically made demons brown people. This is how stupid these writers are nowadays. Writers cannot write. They only know how to shove their political ideology into the story. And they're not even making something original because they don't have the talent to make something original. They only have the talent to destroy something that already exists. These people will never make something of their own because...
No. The thing is, a lot of things are inspired by things that already exist. That's not the problem. I see with it. The political messaging is just disgusting. That's the problem that I see.
Nobody will like it. But we are not done. There's plenty other examples to look at about the terrible politics in this show. Apparently, the president is a redneck cowboy that orchestrated this whole bombing of the Muslims in hell. He just is redneck cowboy Texan.
Of course he is, yes.
Unbelievable. Nice. And the main villain of the show is a Christian nationalist extremist. Are you really surprised? Here's a screenshot that I found on Twitter with the subtitles that says, the Lord would not...
we're still talking about Netflix here. So,
have sent us such a powerful instrument to enact his will. Yes, we have a Christian nationalist that uses God to condone evil. This is what we're doing now with Devil May Cry. This is Devil May Cry, guys. The series about this cool guy that's killing demons. Even though I like Virgil more than Dante personally. I know a lot of women love Dante, but we men, we like Virgil more. This is the series that's about a cool guy killing demons. They turned the show into a fucking pro-immigration allegory. They want you to feel bad for the demons. racist. You are a bigot if you don't like the concept of evil itself, demons. And they done the same thing with the fucking Castlevania show, because this is the same fucking edgelord who's like a Reddit atheist. It's the same writer. This dude is a 40-year-old man trying to be an emo edgelord. And he did the same thing with Castlevania, because at the beginning,
Acolytes, if you're getting old, try to show at least some dignity. Don't try to be like this guy that he just showed. Don't try to be like Keemstar, because Keemstar also cannot accept that he's getting older. Who else is getting older and just cannot accept that? There are a lot of people that actually do that, but just accept that you're getting older. Just continue your life in dignity and it's fine.
Beginning of Castlevania, if you watch that show, what made Dracula evil? It was his human wife getting killed by who? A bishop. This bishop that I'm showing on the screen. They doing the same shit with Castlevania, another Christian video game franchise, making the main villain this Christian evil guy. It's so corny, it's so cringe.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have anything against that because it's realistic enough. This would have happened, or let's just say it like this. Would a priest kill an innocent woman because she's a witch? Acolytes, I think we all know the answer. So I personally didn't have, specifically with this form of storytelling, nothing against it.
I'm personally not even a religious person, but when your writing is so fucking predictable, it goes after quote-unquote safe targets, that's when it gets boring, because we know what you're gonna say and do. Because you people are always one-sided. You don't have the balls to make anyone that's quote-unquote a protected class of society that you're not supposed to make fun of. You don't have the balls to make them the villains. And why do you have to shove politics into a show that has nothing to do with it? Devil May Cry is not about the war on terror from America to the Middle East, or in this case, in hell. But it doesn't stop there, guys. They want you to feel bad and let the demons into your house because they are innocent immigrants. And I have a smart clip to show you where demons are shaming you, shaming humans for assuming that all demons are exactly the same. Here's that clip.
We risked everything to hide you. Now you turn your gun on us, on our kids? We want nothing from you. Just leave, please.
Your friend slaughtered my team.
You think we're with them?
She's a sapien. Of course she thinks all demons are the same. If you're not with the white...
And as you just heard, the demon said, you think all demons are the same? Of course she thinks we're all the same. Of course she thinks the minorities, the migrants, the Muslim demons are all the same people. That bigot bitch. Oh my fucking god, man.
I cannot even laugh about it. Because actually I am quite happy that Phoenix here can actually laugh about it, because I'm gonna be honest, this thematic is just so true. And by the way, if you know, you know, I personally, my floating necropolis is placed in Germany, and yes, I cannot float away for now. I don't have enough souls, acolytes. I mean fuel, same thing. It's just, I have to be extremely careful. Let's just say it like that, acolytes.
And just in case you didn't notice, that was Lady. They made her design ugly as fuck. She used to be way sexier. She had a nice skirt. She was showing off some cleavage, but because everybody's so gay nowadays, we have to ruin the beautiful female characters. But we are not...
Oh my, I didn't even know this was the same character. What the fuck?
Not done.
It's Netflix. Of course this happened. Yes, it's Netflix. This makes sense.
Apparently, according to a tweet that I'm gonna pull up, demons aren't actually supernatural anymore. They explain how demons exist with science. Yes, demons are science now, not religious. Here's that tweet right here. It says, Netflix Devil May Cry has demons not to be a supernatural race and explains their powers with quantum mechanics. Oh my god, it's the right angles bullshit. And if you don't know what the right angles bullshit is, they did the same thing with Castlevania, because they took all the religious elements out of that show. And in that show, vampires are confused by weird angles of weapons. Some stupid shit like that. I can't stand that show.
Really? No, I think Demons in Castle... Do I misremember Acolytes? Because I remember... And by the way, I don't want to protect Castlevania. I mean, it was fine. I didn't think that it was too horrible. At least Season 1. Season 2 I didn't see, but fair enough. It was fine. Especially the necromancy smithing thing was actually quite a cool idea, in my opinion. I wouldn't rewatch it, by the way, so there's that. But were demons basically just weapon? Nah. I think they are still supernatural, if I recall correctly. But hey, I could be wrong about this. And it doesn't mean that I still think that the Devil May Cry thing, as he proven that it is true, it sucks. It's stupid. It's really freaking annoying. But hey, just the next thing that gets shafted by Netflix. Because of course it does.
It's just pure laziness. The angle of this weapon confuses the vampire's brains. That's what they said in that show. That's why in that show, you didn't see the Belmont use any holy crosses or holy water. They didn't use that, even though they used those weapons in the games. They didn't have the fucking holy weapons. Why? Because the writer behind the show is a Reddit atheist that has Christian derangement syndrome. Why can't you just be a normal human being who is not personally into religion? Why do you have to be so fucking weird? I don't give a fuck about religion personally, but when you're deranged, you have to constantly get a gotcha moment on those religious people instead of just being a normal human being. You know, but it's even worse.
Yeah, that's the atheism plus thing. I mean, for F's sake, Acolytes. Just believe in me and you're fine. But still, this is just something that gets so boring. Just defend yourself. Make actually any cool image you want with the religious things. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I find things that are inspired by religion in anime or mangas or something like that extremely entertaining. Those are extremely cool things about demons and crosses and how you can defend yourself against it with magic, with healing, with power. I love this stuff. But I think he's correct. In Castlevania, there wasn't any cross that actually was in there, or no religious symbol that just destroyed demons as demons. Well, fuck. Okay, fair enough. Kurwa.
Worse when you're doing this with a franchise that has Christian elements, that is a Christian franchise. Both Castlevania and Devil May Cry are Christian franchises. And this piece of shit went out of his way to bastardize a franchise because he has Christian derangement syndrome. 2 franchises now. This is 2. Why the fuck this guy keeps getting what? Fuck Netflix, man. This show is just fucking garbage.
Yeah. I mean, it's Netflix. For F's sake, it's Netflix. Yes, of course this will happen.
I have zero interest in this show. There's probably many other examples because the whole show just came out. Netflix releases all the episodes at once, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's more examples of this whole allegory about Muslims and migrants and pro-immigration and shaming people for not allowing demon immigrants in their house. There's probably so many more examples. This is the second fucking time that political activists have invaded the Devil May Cry franchise. They did it with this fucking reboot that you see me playing on the screen. They turned Bill O'Reilly, the fucking news guy, the fucking was doing it live. You know that guy. They turned him into a boss fight in a Devil May Cry game. What the fuck is wrong with these writers? Not only that, they turned Mundus, who is this badass demon lord in the original Devil May Cry game. They turned him into an evil billionaire that controls the fucking banks. Are we serious right now? Unbelievable. Stop letting Americans touch Devil May Cry. This is the second fucking time. And they fucked it over again. It is what it is. I'm
Brother Phoenix. Yes. It's Netflix. Yes. The Devil May Cry series got run over by freaks. Yes. That's just what happens. As sad as I am to say, that's just what happens. The pendulum is swinging in a different direction, but it's still not there. We still have to suffer under it for a few years. And I am sad that Devil May Cry got also shafted by the entire thing, but this will still continue to happen in some way or form. Sadly.
Not watching this garbage. I gave up on watching Castlevania, especially after season 2 when they killed Dracula, which I don't know what was the point of that, because he is the main villain. Obviously, if he dies, you should just end the show, but they kept going for another 2 seasons without Dracula, and then they adapted Rondo of Blood with Richter Belmont, and that show was horrible as well, and that whole show was about a black girl trying to end slavery. Like, is this still about fucking vampires? Is that...
What the fuck? Okay, I just... okay, yeah, fair enough. I didn't see those. I don't want to see those. I actually plan to see them, but okay, fair enough. I just, but the
I just like, come on, man. It's not even, that show is just Castlevania only in name, and it's the same motherfucker who did who's destroying Devil May Cry now. So, oh well, I guess. All we have to do is just wait and see how well this show will do. Maybe it might do well because it's a popular video game franchise. Maybe it won't because people are talking about all these retarded political commentary that's in the show. Who knows? All we have to do is just wait and see. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Netflix, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fair enough. I just... Yep. Let's just wait for the next thing that happens. Don't we? But as it is, acolytes, good night.